Welcome to the Holy League Precap and Preview. This is Goblin Marine. I'll be running you through the league and all the teams in the first week of matchups. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Holy League. It's a league that's aimed more at the ball and less at the bash. So they've got better appos, they've got satiated fans, and there's a focus on playing the ball. So fouls are banned. Goblins are basically not allowed because no weapons, no fouls. You're not allowed to take like piling on or the kill stack. So the idea is to have more ball play and have more cool stuff happening. So first up, we have the Holy Moonsault by Scan Banner, an Underworld team. This team is really based at gimmicks, so they got long legs, and then they're going to take leap, and they're going to jump everywhere, and probably they're going to lose, but they're going to have fun doing it. They do have the two Skaven Blitzers, so that you can throw a block. They're at 1230 with a 15-man roster and 4 appos. That's interesting. And everyone in this league starts with a squig sandwich kiosk. So no throw a rock, no get the ref, and a level 4 stadium for the cool look. Next up, Kislev. We have the Siberian Hopscotch Mafia, showing those goblins who's really good at leaping. So everybody here has very long legs and leaps, obviously. Already with a strip ball blitzer. So the captains will have one skill. I'm assuming on Underworld, the captain is either Bouncy Bane or just plain Jumpy. I'm not sure. Hairwing Jordan, Bouncy Bane, Creeps and Bounds, Skippy Dee Doodah, Flip Fantasia. These names are great. They're great. This team is an experienced team. All the other teams will be new. So the Siberian Hopscotch Mafia is being led by Arkady with strip ball. They have what looks to be a 3 blitzer, 2 catcher build, because you are allowed an extra 100k, and in addition to all the club stuff. 4 rerolls, so they're going to be leaping everywhere. And again, only one of the Underworld players has leap yet, so this team is the real leap team. Sorry, Holy Moonsault, but Siberian Hopscotch Mafia is beating you at your own game already. Vulgar displays, bleep, expletive, Holy Wood Elf team. So they do have the tree. They have 2 ward answers, 3 catchers, and a leader thrower for their captain. So their captain throws every game. The catcher in a hat, and a turban, and a mitre. Word question, PD the Horror Prancer, Holy Fire Hazard Batman. I love this team. This team's got great names too. So Woody's obviously going to be very strong in this. Only 1 reroll, probably for the pickup, because you're relying on the thrower-catcher duo. Although the thrower does not have pass. Or no, he does have pass. He doesn't have sure hands. So relying on the built-in rerolls for this, I don't mind that at all. That captain's going to level up quick. This league, I think, is not custom made for Wood Elves, but is very good for Wood Elves. 2 Kislev teams, the Holy Frenzied Leapers. Oh man. So this build is a 4 blitzer, 2 catcher build, instead of, I think the other one was a 3 and 2. 3 rerolls, the Apo, 11 player roster, Frenzy. So Mikhail the Wise with Frenzy. Not really sure whether that's for surfing or just pushing and moving, but compared to the other Kislev team, got a reroll less for the extra blitzer. I suppose that makes sense. So you can already see the meta shifting based on the ball play. We've already got 2 beautiful Kislev teams ready to jump everywhere or fail trying. Next up, we have Great Balls of Ice, a Norse team. So this team has the Yeti, the Yeti and the Wolves are the only players allowed Claw. He's not allowed to take Mighty Blow, but he's got Claw. That'll do him some good. Lots of Frenzy with the Ulfs and Berserkers. A runner and a thrower. I'm not sure about the thrower on the Norse team, but in the spirit of this league, it's great. Sure hands and pass and block. That's a good starting piece in this league. And some linemen. So I'm almost surprised that one of the Berserkers wasn't dropped for another runner to make them into retreat receivers. 1090. He's 30 TV light. So he'll probably pick up a 12th man. Going to be a fun one with some North and some Kislev. You got a lot of different stuff. Dwarves. Unexpected Party. Coming in here to ruin the party. His captain, Thorin Oakenshield, has guard. He's got two blitzers, two troll slayers, two runners, longbeards, 4 rerolls, and an apo. So if you thought dwarves were painful to play against in a regular league, wait until you play them in one with 4 rerolls and you don't have any kill skills. So there's been some discussion in the rules as to whether AV9 teams are going to run away or whether the elves will run away because of the meta where you're not breaking things as much. It's a hypothetical problem that we will find out in a few seasons, I think. But the dwarves are going to do their best to do some elfing. Probably that won't work, so they'll just go back to headbutting things. The Mini Moody gets another Underworld team. Yes, I love me some Underworld, man. Just love them. Not taking the throwers or line elves or line rats, so very much in the vein of Scam Banner. Running the 2 blitzers, a ton of stunties, and the troll. That's interesting choices. We'll see how it works out for them, but it's basic. This is probably what you do if you want to play goblins in this league, because goblins are not going to work. You got 2 trolls and no weapons and no bribes, so why would you play goblins? Play Underworld instead, then your goblins can actually do things. Ooh, horns on the troll. I love it. I love it in this league. Going for the big 3 dice all over the place. Can we see that model? Look at that. Look at those big old goat horns or weird horns on him. Look at him. Look at that guy. That's amazing. So their captain is the biggest Moody get. They have Moleman Crackstrack and Moleman Krugga and a bunch of raiders. So I'm not sure if that's a reference to something, but good team. Earthquake Valley Vipers, a high elf team. So he took a lineman for his leader in Lanleathan Werelaniel. 2 blitzers, thrower, 2 catchers, lineman with block. That's going to be a good team. Elves are always good, but anytime you've got a thrower on the elves with catchers right away, he's going to be spending the rerolls on dodging, unlike the Wood Elves, who just don't have the rerolls. But we'll see how it plays out for him. Human team, Los Angeles Lionhearts. 4 blockers, 2 catchers, and a thrower. And if you've ever wondered what it takes to make a human team take a catcher, bam. Just don't let anybody take kill stacks, and they'll take that little strength 2 player all the time. 5 rerolls, this guy. He's going to be going ham with the rerolls there. That feels like a lot of rerolls, but he's already got... Is that safe throw? He started with safe throw? That's amazing. You're seeing the meta shift immediately, and I love it. I have no idea how the season's going to go. We will find out, obviously, but I love where it's heading already. This is going to be amazing, because he's going probably to 2-turn it every turn. I would love to see every game just turn into some kind of shootout between elves and humans and dwarves. That'd be great. Okay, another Wood Elf team. Not in the face, please. Well, in this league, sir, you probably won't catch it in the face. 2 rerolls, 3. So he went without the tree, and he got an extra. So he got an extra catcher or just an extra reroll? I'll have to compare. 3 catchers. Oh no! Squiggy. Squiggy, you forgot your leader. You forgot your skill. Um, that's really sad that you don't have a team captain yet. We'll have to bring that up with league management. Maybe there's something we can do about that. That's really sad. You've got the right TV for it. So you've got 3 dodge catchers, the 2 war dancers, and your my ball. Many pushes, no pals allowed. This is great. So you got the thrower, 2 war dancers. How's the other team compare? The other team has 3 catchers. Yeah, he just gets a reroll for trading that trade. That's interesting. So we'll have to talk to the admins about this. That's unfortunate that he left out his leaders, his captain's skill. The Arc Elf team has gone with block on a witch for the leader of the team, and 4 blitzers and a runner. So that's pretty good with 2 rerolls. The AV7 hurts less, and starting with block on that witch, he's going to be pushing people around. Lots of block, lots of Agi 4. Good choice, good choice. We got lots of elves. We do have an elven union. So every elf team is here. We have 2 wood elves, 3 wood elves, 3 Kislev. That's great. So another Kislev team here at 1120. Witchfinder General has guard. So he's taking a very different approach from the others. One of whom has gone strip, and one of whom has gone. What did they have? Siberian Hopscotch Mafia had strip, and the Frenzied Leapers had frenzy. Oh, the Frenzied Leapers. I see. That might be another meme team. That'll be great. They all take frenzy. So he took guard. So that's great. He can leap that guard in wherever he wants. He's got 4 rerolls. Otherwise, pretty much the same build. 2 catchers, 3 blitzers. This is going to be a gentler league, so maybe those guys will have a chance to level up. Alright. We have the Green Elves with Joe Cruel, the leader with block. A troll, 4 blitzers, 4 black orcs, a line orc, thrower, troll. I'm believing this team may be the reason the 1120 was given, that he wanted this team as it is and decided to make the money whatever it took. But orcs are going to be very good in this format. Obviously, they're going to be reliable. It's going to be harder to remove them without claw. A block thrower and the blitzers. I might have taken kickoff return in this league if you're planning to beat the elves at their game just to get under the ball. Never rung with block. It is still the core of an orc team. You got a thrower, 4 black orcs, 4 blitzers. We'll see how they develop as the meta goes on. Probably that troll just takes guard and stand firm and then doesn't move. Those are the green elves. Hopefully they roll nothing but agi ups. Lumberjack lap dancers, our pro elf team. Catcher, thrower, catcher, blitzer, with diving, tackle, morning tunnel, rodeo as the leader, the captain of the team. And you have another catcher. He's even got a bench. That's very nice, since even without kill skills, they're going to lead the pitch. 2 team rerolls in the Apo. He's the diving tackle. He's predicting an elf-heavy league, which other people have predicted, and is probably why somebody went dwarf. But that's going to be pro elves score all the time anyway, so I'd like to see just how quickly they turn things into a shootout. 3 catchers is going to be good. Another wood elf team, the Operation U tree. Got the tree, the 2 war dancers, a block catcher. So Athnost is the captain of this team. No thrower, not the 3 catcher build. So he's got 2 rerolls. No extra player though. So got the Apo and the 2 rerolls. Gonna go at it and just elf it up with basic elves because woodies can do that. Ogre team. Maximum Overdrive, Commissar Yarrick. Okay. Okay. The only way to play ogres, the only way, is to overwhelm your opponent with the puns. I did once have a player rage on me in chat because every turn it was like 4 or 5 ogre puns about how ogre powered they were. So I like it. Maximum ogre drive, setting up the puns. Big Jace, Big Taylor, Big Grammy, Big Larkstar, Big Bob. Ooh, Big Larkstar makes me believe that these are other players, other coaches. Um, and then he's got a 1-man bench, 3 rerolls, 5 ogres, guard on 1 to begin with. That's good. Make sure those little guys can throw 2 dial pills instead of 3 dial pills. So that's going to be interesting to see how the ogres do in this new meta. Because again, nobody's ever going to out mighty blow you if you're ogres. Nobody. They just can't. So it's going to be a fun league. So let's look at... The leaderboard isn't populated yet. That's terrible. Okay. Schedule we have Wood Elves, Not in the Face Please, versus Maximum Ogre Drive. Again, expect Not in the Face Please to just look to score. Squiggy and the Ogres to just look to do anything. I don't think the Ogres will be disappointed with anything that their team manages to accomplish, but they're going to look to get the team to show up and actually move around. Then we have Kane's Night Witches versus the Los Angeles Lionhearts. That's going to be the Dark Elf team versus... Yeah, the Dark Elf team versus the Human team. So this is the battle of the blocks. You got 4 block on the Human team and some pass and catch skills versus 5 block and a Frenzied Blodger. So the Dark Elves already have a Blodger. They've got lots of block too. So this game is going to be tough for the Humans, I would say. It's certainly doable right out of the box. But this Elf team is powered up pretty hard with that Witch and all the Blitzers. So that one's going to be a little favored to the Dark Elves, I think. Although the Humans do have a speed advantage, they don't have a strength advantage because they don't have the Ogre. They definitely are not that high on the skill advantage. Their catches are slightly better, but the Elves have lots of skills. So probably the Dark Elves have an advantage in this one, but we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be a fun game with lots of ridiculous 2-turning all around. Leapers of Faith versus Earthquake Valley Vipers. Leapers of Faith, obviously going to be so they're not the Underworld team. So Leapers of Faith are one of the 3 Kislevs, and they are the one that took Guard versus Earthquake Valley Vipers, which are the High Elves. Okay. So the High Elves are nowhere near their power curve. The High Elf power curve is like, I don't know, 1400 or something once people get blodged. So the High Elves, though, very easy to pass. They've got safe throw. But unfortunately for them, Very Long Legs cancels safe throw. So those Leapers are still going to be in a good position to do some intercepting. So the Leapers of Faith are over here. I would really love to see like 4 or 5 interceptions by these catchers. Because they're edgy 4. I'd love to see just a handful, an absolute smattering of interceptions. That would be amazing to see a shootout with just interceptions everywhere. The 3 Kislev teams, I forgot that about them. They may be poised for the throwing game and poised to just intercept everything. So next up, the Mini Muty Gits versus the Green Elves. That's not the Scam Banner Underworld team. That's this other one that has no levels except for the Horns Troll. So they're going to have some fun with that, and they are up against the Green Elves, right, which is the Orc team. Where are they? They on the next page. They are the Green Elves. So you've got an out-of-the-box Orc team with block on the thrower versus a mostly Goblin Underworld team with the Horns Troll. I would love to see that Horns Troll just headbutt Megalodon first turn and stand there on top of him. I don't want him to hurt him. This is the Holy League, but I'd love for him to headbutt him down to show him dominance, and then just stand there staring at him, and then for for Megalodon to just very stupid, like every turn for both trolls to just then stupid the rest of the half. That would be hilarious. Not gonna happen, but I think the troll on the Underworld team is gonna have to do some work on these Black Orcs and the troll, keeping them busy. And the goblins are obviously going to have to do a lot of stunty things. So this game's going to be an uphill battle for the mini Moody Gets. Underworld is not very good at 1000 TV or even 1100. And Orcs are just good everywhere. They're not the best, but they're good everywhere. Lumberjack Lap Dancers versus Unexpected Party. Where are the Lumberjack Lap Dancers? Unexpected Party will start them. So that's the Dwarf team. They're going to show up with their mugs and just drink everywhere. Already got a guard. They're looking to guard block everyone. Lumberjack Lap Dancers are the Elven Union team. So that's interesting because they don't have any dodge to be countered by all that tackle. They do have block, but so do the dwarves, and they're going to look to not be basing. And the dwarves really aren't going to be able to catch them. They've got they got 3 8 movement pieces, and that's 2 turns of movement for your average dwarf. And they've got 2 7 movement pieces, so they're way faster. So I would look for them to just burn the team rerolls on some YOLO dodges through to get the ball. I don't really know that I would say that it's in their that the game is advantaged to them, because first off, I don't know enough about Pro Elves or Dwarves to say that, but because AV7 does AV7 things sometimes, this game is going to be your typical Pro Elf. We need to score as many times as we can before we run out of players, and the Dwarves doing the typical, we're Dwarfs, we're going to take 2 steps and punch something, and then take 2 steps. So it's going to be a slow grind versus we need the ball. Operation U-Tree versus Great Balls of Ice. So Operation U-Tree is a woody team, one of the 2 tree teams, and they took block on a catcher, so they have a blodge catcher instead of taking like strip on a war dancer or something. And they had 2 rerolls. Versus Great Balls of Ice. Is that the Norse team? It is. So Norse versus Woodies. Probably the Norse have an advantage just because they don't need rerolls for what they want to do. They also have this claw guy who can possibly take the tree out of the action for a little bit if he gets some assists. They do have the All Foreigners, which are unreliable, and Woodies are Woodies, so it's hard to call them unreliable. But this will be an interesting game to see. I think, regardless of who it happens to, AV7 is going to not hold up for someone, and is going to be AV2000 for someone else. And I think that coin flip over which team ends up being the one with the invincible armor will decide it. As unfortunate as that is. Holy Moonsault versus Holy Frenzied Leapers. So this is Kislev versus Scambammers, leaping, very long legs goblins. So right now you have 1 leap very long legs goblin and a ton of very long legs players on an otherwise very out of the box Underworld team with the 2 blitzer troll goblin build up against is it the Frenzied Leapers? Yeah, this Kislev team that looks like it's also going meme town with Frenzy and has a good start with 1. And all this diving tackle is going to be absolutely painful. This is going to ruin the day of those poor goblins. So they need to be tied up on the troll somehow. If that troll had, if this were me doing this in this league with this many Kislev, I would always take tents on the troll because you can't leap away without a tentacle roll. So the only way this troll is going to be able to do his job against all these Kislev and Elf teams is to grab tentacles right away and to just hug them, to just make some friends and hug them all game. Hug them up. Just show them he loves them and he doesn't want to hurt them and squish them up to him. Not break them, but just hug them and squeeze them. So it's really hard with all that diving tackle to see how Holy Moonsault comes out of this intact. Maybe they just don't dodge because the Kislev will have trouble throwing blocks. I don't know. But that diving tackle is going to ruin the day of a lot of these teams. And that's another meta shift that I hadn't thought about because tackle and diving tackle are both really good in this league with all the elves and a couple goblin based teams and especially that ogre team. Diving tackle will ruin their day too. So we have Siberian Hopscotch versus Expletive Holy. Siberian. So let's start with the Expletive Holy because I can find them. So they're another woody team. They have leader and the team. So they took the lean reroll to get there. They got 2 rerolls, 3 catchers, 2 war dancers. This team is going to not have any trouble scoring. And Siberian Hopscotch is the other Kislev team. This is the one that had guard? No, strip ball. Ooh. He's going to show the war dancers how to play with the strip ball blitzer. This is going to be, and again, all that dodge on that woody team with those catchers. 3 diving tackle is going to make that have a little bit of trouble. So this game's going to be interesting. So I love the. I wish there's a way to show all these teams out there. I love the new meta, right? Because we got 3 Wood Elves, we got 3 Kislev, we got 2 Underworld, we got High Elves, Pro Elves, Dark Elves, Humans, Norse, Dwarf, Orc, and Ogres, of course. So seeing the Wood Elves and the Kislev be well represented is surprising. Well, not surprising on the Wood Elves, but surprising for the Kislev, and it's awesome. So this is Goblin Marine. That has been your pre-cap of the Holy League. I'm going to try and keep up on these and do recaps of each week. I'm going to hopefully be able to watch some of the games. What I would ask is that if you see a particularly amazing play, that you message me on Discord or send me a private message or something with the turn and which game it was, so I can throw some clips together of awesome plays. And it doesn't have to be like a YOLO 4+4+4+ dodge chain or something. If you're the dwarves and you pull some crazy chain push to free up a player to get the ball, that counts too. And in that case, even showing the setup of the chain push is worth doing. If you pull a 1 turn as the dwarves, I want to know it happened and I want to show it because that is amazing. And you probably have the pieces you need to do it. Same with everybody. If you make some plays that you're amused by, that you think are good, that you think other people would laugh or smile or whatever, if you think it's a play worth showing, please let me know. I'll try and throw it in a recap. I don't have time to watch this many games. I think it's 8 games, right? Yeah, I don't have time to watch all these games and try and pull out the best clips from them, but I will try to pull out any clips you make me aware of. That's it. Hopefully you guys have fun with this league. I love the concept. Unfortunately, I don't have time to personally play where I would, but this is my way of trying to give back to this league and make sure that it's as fun as it can be. Stay holy out there.